We've taken a detailed look at several storage solutions with RAID capabilities in a previous video reviews, although if you're after a cheaper RAID enabled solution, this could be exactly what you need, the TerraMaster D4-300. Known worldwide, TerraMaster stick with what they know best, data storage. With several solutions available across the range, here we have their 4-bay device, the D4-300. Best of all, at around the $200 mark, it's affordable too. The package is rather basic. Alongside the drive enclosure, users receive a power adapter, 2 USB cables, a pack of screws for securing hard disks, and a quick start guide, although a more comprehensive user guide can be downloaded from the TerraMaster website. With a metal chassis and plastic front and rear panels, the unit itself feels on the cheap side, although I guess you get what you pay for, and for $200 it's quite respectable. The plastic face of the unit incorporates 4 drive bays and a small panel to the left with a single power button, as well as a bank of LED indicators for power and hard drive status. With the TerraMaster logo printed with precision onto each side of the unit, around the back we find 2 large cooling fans, the power input, as well as the only port on the entire device, utilizing the high speeds of USB Type-C, although for those not yet on the Type-C bandwagon, users do receive a Type-C to USB 3 cable included in the package. At only 2.3 kilograms, the entire unit is rather light and feels rather basic, although it still carries a sleek and professional look and is bound to fit into any desktop environment. Plastic in construction, the drive trays are easily removed and incorporate screw holes for securing either 2.5-inch laptop-sized or 3.5-inch desktop-sized hard disks, or for those looking to spend a little extra, SSDs are also supported. I'm using a couple of 1TB disks in this example, and although being slimmer than usual, they fit just the same. Once in place, insert into the enclosure and latch into place. We have no drive locks on any of the TerraMaster models, which is a shame, although the drives do sit rather securely, so wouldn't fall out of place unless physically removed. Notice how the back plane and inner chassis contain 5 SATA ports and bays. TerraMaster do supply a 5-bay model which looks exactly the same, but incorporates 5 drive bays. Although it seems for the extra cost all you receive is a slightly redesigned front plate with an extra drive tray. The internals themselves seem to be exactly the same regardless. Nevertheless, with the hardware set up, we can connect the drive to Windows or Mac enabled computers using the desired cable, and move on to the software setup, which is available on both platforms and can be downloaded directly from the TerraMaster website. Once installed, users can proceed to set up the RAID array across installed disks. Options will depend upon the number of disks within the enclosure, although all the common RAID levels are available as we'd expect. And that's all I found I needed from the TerraMaster RAID Manager software. Advanced options are available, but most probably wouldn't need to be accessed. Instead, once the desired RAID array has been set, head across to Computer Management in Windows or Disk Utility on the Mac and format the drive as normal, after which it's ready to use. And when it comes to using the drive, I'm pleased to report I've had no issues whatsoever. The drive acts just like any other external unit, and the TerraMaster hardware does its thing, keeping the RAID array intact and providing good overall performance. There's just one downside. Irrespective of whether you use the USB 3 or Type-C interface, you'll find you achieve the same speeds with both. There's no performance increase by choosing one over the other. Add to that, you could fill the drive with the fastest hard disks available, or even SSDs, although there seems little point as I found it tops out at the speeds you see here, so you won't get any higher than that. Nevertheless, that's still ample enough for basic video and photo editing or general storage, so for the majority of users looking for a cheap RAID-enabled unit for basic home user tasks, the drive performs exceptionally well. Those after super high speeds for 4K video workflows will most likely want to look elsewhere, since this unit won't live up to your expectations. It feels a little cheap, and it's a shame speeds are capped regardless of the drive installed. Even SSDs won't make a difference. Saying that, for its $200 price point, it does perform rather well and makes a great budget unit for home users. If you're after a RAID-enabled drive for basic video or photo editing or for general data storage and don't want to break the bank at the same time, or simply want to spend your money on higher quality hard disks and want an enclosure to throw them into, the TerraMaster D4-300 could very well be perfect for your needs. If you can overlook those capped speeds, it performs very well, and at its low price point comes well recommended.